YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back. Thank you for being here. This week on Tiny Painting Tuesday, we are going to be talking about things I wish I knew before going into grad school. So as a lot of you guys might already know, I am currently getting my master's in marriage and family therapy, and there are a few things that I did not know going in that I think would have been helpful going in. And so today, I'm just gonna give you guys a little inside scoop. You know, maybe some of you are thinking about grad school. Maybe some of you are already in grad school and you agree. Maybe some of you don't wanna go to grad school, but will watch this video and then change your mind. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? So this week for our tiny painting, you cannot really see this, I put up on my Instagram at @itishart, I did the poll this week, and the three options that you guys came up with were a fat bumblebee, a field of flowers with a sunset, and Pocahontas or Drake, I can't remember. It was really close between the sunset with the field of flowers and the bumblebee. It actually tied the last time I looked, and then truthfully, I forgot to look again before the Instagram story expired, so I don't really know who won. So, in honor of fairness and honesty, I decided that I was going to do a painting that just combined the two. I don't know if you guys have seen Tyler, the Creator's album cover. If not, I'll put it right here. I'm gonna paint this, minus Tyler, the Creator, and hope that nobody sues me. Okay. Before we get started, I just wanna give a quick shout out to my new friend, Jordan. She's the founder and owner of the Northeast Art Commune. I'm just gonna read the description that they have on Instagram, and then I'm gonna kind of give you in my own words how I would describe what it is. So it is described as an innovative and affordable, multi-purpose, 24/7 creative art space. And so in my head, I kind of think of it as kind of like a LA Fitness or a Lifetime, like a gym. And you would pay for a gym membership or a art commune membership, and you would get access to different art supplies, different equipment. You would get access to a locker where you could store some works of art that you're working on. It's open 24/7, and so if you don't have time to work on stuff during the day because you work full time and then you don't have a space at home, you can go here and you can work on some of your art whenever you want. I'm not entirely sure about the logistics. If you are kind of interested in it, you should reach out to Jordan at the Northeast Art Commune on Instagram. And then she's also having a silent auction to help raise money for their grand opening. The silent auction is on August 27th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and it's at the Bauhaus Brew Labs. And at the auction, there's gonna be a bunch of local artists who have donated different art, and everyone's gonna have the opportunity to bid by different art pieces. I know there's gonna be like paintings, drawings, there will be gift certificates. I saw on her Instagram, I don't know if like a tattoo artist like drew something or gave out a gift certificate for a tattoo, but all sorts of different kinds of things, gemstones, all sorts of stuff. So if you're interested, August 27th at the Bauhaus Brew Labs from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. will be a silent auction. This tiny painting, along with one more, is going to also be in the silent auction. So if you, at the end of this video, really like this painting, you can go to the silent auction and you can bid on it there. Just go have fun. You don't have to buy anything. Just go support local art, support female-founded businesses, support Minneapolis, big up, you know? Just go and have a good time. The Northeast Art Commune. I'll put all of the information down in the bottom. If you have any questions, again, reach out to Jordan at the Northeast Art Commune. All right, let's get started. Also, reminder, I'm listening to some royalty-free music on SoundCloud. So if you don't like it, don't blame me. Blame the people who copyrighted me 3 videos ago. Okay, let's get started. I bought new brushes last week. So your girl messed around and upgraded. And so I got all these nice, shiny, clean, new brushes. I did not get a new palette. I should have, but today I'm gonna be using these brushes. I don't know if you care about this stuff, but this is the Zen Royal and Lang nickel brush in number 8. Can you see that? They always do these on the makeup ones. I don't know, you can't see that. It's number 8. Just trust me. I'll take this off later. We don't have the time, right? Right. Okay. So let me just start by saying today is the last class. So I have class tonight, and tonight's class is the last class of my first year of grad school. So this is my 3rd semester. I did this backwards. I should have did the yellow down to the red. Tish tip, start with the lighter color first and then add dark. It's harder to go from dark to light than it is to go from light to dark. Anyway, so I have been in school since September of last year. It's officially been an entire year. I'm in a 3-year program, so I've got 2 full years left. But honestly, this first year has gone by so fast, it doesn't even feel like it's been a whole year. So the first thing I wish I would have known before going into grad school, or I wish someone would have told me, was that the first semester is the hardest semester. Well, I guess I can't say. In my first year of grad school, I have determined that the first semester so far has been the hardest semester. And the reason being, not because the work is harder, not because there's more work, not because of anything like that. I think the first semester is the hardest because grad school is a big adjustment. Like, it's a big change from being like not in grad school and then like starting grad school. Also, I think going into grad school, at least for me personally, I went in wanting to do really well and wanting to be really successful. And so I put a lot of pressure on myself to do everything perfectly. Does that make sense? So I went into it wanting to be perfect and striving for perfection, which made things harder for me in the long run. So my first semester of grad school, I was working full time and I was painting more often. And so I don't know why I decided to like start a painting business the same time I was starting grad school, but YOLO. So I did that, and I had the art show, I had assignments, I had work, and so there really wasn't like a lot of time for like friendships, social life, downtime, like Netflix. Didn't happen. You know what I mean? And so I just made it harder for myself because I would spend hours and hours and hours trying to get things perfect or trying to, I don't know, go above and beyond. But grad school is different from undergrad in the sense that, like, yes, you want to do your best, and yes, you want to put in your best effort, but it's really like the tedious, like, busy work that you get in undergrad. So like all of the reading, all of the like reflections, all of the little assignments, you get that in grad school, but like it's not worth 30% of your grade. It's not worth whatever. And like the reflections are pretty much Did you do the work? Yes? Okay, you get the points. No? Then you don't. And I feel like the professors have more of an attitude of like, this is your future. You're spending your money on this. Like, you're here because you obviously want to be here. You wouldn't be getting your master's if you didn't want to pursue your education. So, like, if this work that you're turning in is what you need to do to get to where you want to be, then whatever, that's on you. Like, you're paying for this, so if that's the amount of effort you want to put in, then put it in. It's also really hard going from, like, for me, I've been out of school, or I was out of school for 2014 up until, what year is it, 2019, up until 2018. So I was out of school for 4 years before starting grad school. And so I had a minute where I wasn't doing school. I wasn't doing assignments. I wasn't reading hundreds of pages each week for a class. And so that was another like big adjustment. So while putting in your best effort is kind of the expectation, the amount of work definitely is hard and does take some adjusting to. Like, you really need to focus on time management because, like I said, like, I worked full time and not everybody does. And even if you don't work, it's still a lot of work. But I was working full time. I was trying to do an art business. And so I really had to set aside time, like, okay, on this day, I'm gonna do art. On this day, I'm gonna do homework. On this day, and like, I was doing homework like in between sessions at work. I was doing homework like on my lunch break. Like, I would read for class any free moment that I got just so I could stay on top of it and not fall behind. But yeah, but once I got used to that, and once it became clear that like my best effort, regardless of what it was, like whatever I had to give in that moment was gonna be good enough, then things got so much easier. I like, this pressure lifted off of me. You know what I mean? So the first semester is the hardest, and mostly because it's an adjustment. But once you get through that, I think it gets easier. I could be wrong. I'm only a year in. Who knows? Maybe next semester will be miserable, but we'll see. So that brings me to the next point about self-care. Like I said, I'm going to school to be a therapist. We talk about self-care all the time. Like, you can't be there for other people. You can't help other people through their trauma, through their struggles, through their problems, through anything, unless you are able to take care of yourself. It's exactly like all of those metaphors, analogies, where they talk about like the airplane. You put your oxygen mask on before you put somebody else's on. Like, you need to take care of you before you can take care of somebody else, because you're gonna burn out and you're not gonna be able to be successful. And that's the same in grad school. Like, it is inevitable. Unless you're taking time for yourself in grad school, you will burn yourself out. I recognize, like, yes, grad school is important to me. My education is important to me, but my relationships and my mental health are equally, if not more, important to me. And so I had to make some changes like really quickly early on. And so I started, I think I talked about this in a video before, but I don't remember. But I started doing like a morning routine where I would get up in the morning earlier than I had to, and I would make some coffee. I would do some like personal reading, like reading for fun, and do some meditation, and then I would paint a little bit, because that stuff I like to do and that stuff is important to me. And after taking that time out for myself and then also pursuing therapy for myself, I felt like completely different. People were telling me that I seemed happier, I seemed lighter, like I didn't seem as stressed. Like before, I was just on edge all the time. It was difficult to talk to me. And after making those changes, it reflected. Like people noticed, like my close friends, my loved ones, like my family, like they noticed a change in me. And it all had to do with setting out time to take care of myself, because I wasn't doing that before. You might think that you can do it all, but you can't. You can do anything, baby girl, but you can't do everything. One of my professors said that you have about 7, 8, or 9 passions, 7, 8, or 9 things that you want to do, that you strive to do. You only have time in your day for 1, maybe 2. Pick what it is that you're going to focus on that day. And that also resonated with me. Like, I want to be an artist. I want to do YouTube. I want to go to work. I want to go to school. I want to do everything. But in one day, 24 hours, I don't have time to go to yoga, paint, go to work, go to class, be present, film YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Does that kind of make sense? I feel like I'm ranting and raving today. Also, I'm aware that my experience in grad school is going to be a lot different from the experiences of people who are in like med school or like a science major. I don't know what that's like. That sounds hard AF, and you probably got like way more homework and assignments and busy work and all types of stuff that I don't have to deal with. I'm speaking from the experience of someone working in a social science, so psychology, mental health, that sort of thing, you know what I mean? I'm sure. Okay, so the next thing that I wish I would have known before starting grad school is that there is a lot of reading. So I take 2 classes a semester plus an elective, so I'm taking 7 credits. And per class, each week, we have anywhere from like 50 to like 100, sometimes even like 150 pages of reading, just from week to week. And that's like from books, articles. That's it. And so like I said, sometimes it's less, most times it's more, but on average I would say it's about like 100 pages per week. The material is not that interesting a lot of times. It's very dry. It's a lot. And I went in, like I said, wanting to be perfect. I wanted to finish everything. If you told me to read 150 pages and write a 12-page paper by Monday, I was cramming and killing myself to get that done. Truth be told, you are not going to get through 100% of the readings each week. And if you do, power to you. If you don't, it is a-okay. Because there's so much, like it's okay if you don't get through all of the reading. So many people in my cohort do not finish the reading every week. Sorry, I'm telling you guys. Like, at the end of the day, if you read 75% of it, awesome. Hat off to you. Like, you're killing it. Like, don't feel like you're failing or you're a failure, you're not capable because you're not doing it all. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. We have lives. Like, people have children, they have jobs, they've got families, partners, they're taking care of people. They have lives, things come up, people get married, people have children, people move. Like, since starting grad school, I've moved houses, I've been in an art show, I've traveled, my friend's gotten married, my friend had a baby. Like, so many things has happened since starting that, like, it's okay if you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not telling you don't do your work, but like, if you don't finish it all, it's fine. Ask for an extension. Professors are nice. They understand. They get it. They have been there. You're doing amazing, sweetie. So my next piece of advice, another thing that I wish I knew before starting grad school, and this kind of will help out with the last thing I mentioned. So, like I said, there's a ton of reading and a ton of books, and books for school are expensive AF. My grad school friend just told me about a website, which I wish she would have told me before, but I mean, anyway. My grad school friend just told me about a book buying website. It's called bookfinder.com, and on this website you can just type in either like the IBN code of the book or the title and author, publication year, etc. into their like search engine, and then it'll find that book for you and tell you where you can buy the book, and it'll list it from the least expensive to the most expensive. And we have a ton of books for this coming semester, and I think books are like $500 this semester or something like that. I might have made it up. Around there. More than a couple hundred, a few $100s this semester. And this website is really gonna save me a ton of money. And so if you are in grad school, if you're an undergrad and you are looking for a way to save money on books, check out bookfinder.com. This is not sponsored. And see what's up. Maybe it'll be helpful for you. Maybe you'll find them cheaper than at your bookstore or like Amazon. Fun fact, acrylic paint stains. So if you decide to try this at home, wear an apron. This is a new shirt and I really like it, and I'm kind of worried that I'm gonna spill paint on it, but what's the point of living life if you don't take any risks? Am I right? This is where we're at right now. Messy, messy, messy. So in the picture there's a ton of sunflowers just at the bottom. Sunflowers are my absolute favorite flower. So I'm really excited to paint this one. I don't know if this is a good idea, like how I'm doing this right now. But we'll see, I guess, right? Oh shoot, I forgot my clouds. All right, while we're doing the clouds, let's talk about the fifth and final thing I wish I knew before going into grad school. I wish that I was less worried about being in a rush. My biggest piece of advice, I would say, is don't rush it. Like, if you are in undergrad right now and you are thinking about grad school and you feel pressure to go straight from undergrad to grad school because that's what your friends are doing, or that's what your parents did, or that's what people are making you feel like you should do, don't. Like, if that's the reason you're gonna go straight from undergrad to grad school, don't. Take time for yourself, figure out what it is that you want to do. Go get some experience. Like, grad school is expensive. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. And it would be so unfortunate to go and get your master's and spend all this time and spend all this money to get your master's in something that you end up realizing after the fact that you're not passionate about. I took 4 years to go back to school, and I just remember when I was applying feeling like I was going to be so old and everybody was going to be so much younger than me, and just feeling like so out of place, when in actuality, a lot of the people in my cohort are either my age or older. A lot of them have had careers and realized since having a career that they want to do something different, and so they're going back. A lot of people have built businesses and are going back to get their masters to make their businesses better. Some people are on their second or third career. Some people are on their first career. Like, time is relative. Like, you don't have to go straight out of the gate, and nobody's going to judge you if you take some years to figure it out. One of my, what's the opposite of regret? I am just so glad that I took the time to work for 4 years and just figure out what it is that I wanted to do. Because if I would have gone to grad school straight out of college, which is something that I thought about doing, I had signed up, registered for the GRE, paid the money for the GRE, and then last minute was like, I don't even know what I want to go to school for. And then backed out, didn't get my money back, so I threw away like $200+, but no regrets. But if I would have went to school right after undergrad, I would have went to school to be a speech pathologist. That's what I thought I wanted to do. That's what I thought I was interested in. And like, I don't know, maybe I would have liked it. Maybe I would have had a successful career, but I just can't see myself working in that capacity when I'm just so passionate about the kind of work that I do now. And I don't think I would have had the opportunity to figure out what it is that I want to do or what I like to do if I didn't take that time to really evaluate it, if I didn't give myself permission to go back to school later. You know what I mean? And so, like, don't rush through it. It's okay. It's okay if you need to take a semester off because things aren't working out or you want to take time to go and pursue other things. We have lots of people in our cohort who are taking time off. Like, one girl, she's taking time off to go and travel and teach. Another person is taking time off to spend more time with their family. Like, it's okay to take time off. It's okay to go through the program slowly. You have time. There is no rush. Your life isn't over. You know what I mean? Just don't rush. Like, no one is gonna look at you different because you started when you were 32 or 57 or 63. It doesn't matter. Go to school when it's right for you. Take your time if that's what you need to do. And if you do know exactly what you want to do, more power to you. But like, don't make other people feel bad if they want to take the time to figure it out for themselves. So don't rush, and then don't make others feel bad because they don't know, because it's not a race. Time is relative. Go at your own pace. Do what's best for you in your situation right now, and I think you'll get the best and the most out of your experience. You know what I mean? Because, like, I've been in grad school for a whole year, so I'm basically an expert. So those are my 5 things that I wish I knew before going into grad school. Take your time. Don't rush. But if you know what you want to do and you want to go fast, don't make other people feel bad because they are taking their time. The first semester is the hardest. Forgive yourself. You don't have to be perfect. It's okay if everything isn't perfect. Everybody's there to get an education. Just be sure to give your best effort and you'll be fine. Self-care is important. You will burn out, so don't forget to make time for yourself. Don't forget to set aside time for your family. Don't forget to continue to do things that are important for you. Don't forget to exercise, drink your water, get enough sleep. School is important, your job's important, but your health, your mental health is equally, if not more important. There is a lot of reading. It's okay if you don't get through it all. And bookfinder.com for all of the deals and steals on all of your bookstore needs. You know what I mean? All right, this is where we're at right now. These are kind of what the clouds look like. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I like those. I'm gonna leave it like that. That looks good, I think. Those aren't yellow enough, right? You guys agree? We are almost done. I made one of the bumblebees a little too fat, so I'm waiting for this to dry so I can paint over it and fix it. So give me a moment. All right, friends, this is it. Yeah, this is the final piece. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was fun. I really like these clouds. Yeah, I like it. Maybe I'll put the picture here. You can kind of compare. Again, if you like this tiny painting, if this is something that you want to purchase for yourself, remember this will be submitted into the auction that is happening at Bauhaus Brew Labs on August 27th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. to help raise some money for the Northeast Art Commune's grand opening. So again, if you want to support local art, this happened last week. Oops, if you want to support local art, if you want to support me, if you want to support my friend, if you want to support anyone, come to the Bauhaus Brew Labs August 27th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and you can bid on different there will be tiny paintings, again, different pieces of art, gift cards, gift certificates, all sorts of things. So come, show some support, have some fun, have a beer, have a good time, see me there. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please thumbs up, please subscribe, please share. If you want to have a say in what we paint on Tiny Painting Tuesday, you can follow me on Instagram at itishart, and on Fridays you can participate in the poll to help choose the painting that will be painted on Tiny Painting Tuesday. I will see you guys next week. Don't forget that I post new videos every single Tuesday. Hit that subscribe button so you get a notification when videos are posted. I will talk to you guys later. Okay.